it's you. Can I help you?
We don't receive many visitors to our island, Outlander. What brings you to Gorne? Yes, that may be some help. I'm Idav Therin, only person here that works for a living. Not that you'd know the difference. Our town is a peaceful community based on faith and tradition. We hold true to the values of House Indoral and uphold and cherish tribunal law and custom. Gorne has been a quiet, peaceful place to live for the past 2 eras, and many of the families you'll find here have lived on the island for generations. Everyone's been uneasy since the island lookout disappeared. Ravos Sorvalith and the guard have scoured the island looking for him, but I don't think they found anything. It's a stressful situation. Disappearances are basically unheard of around here. Stay away from the florist. She's got brains spilling out her mouth and onto the floor. You do realize you're on an island, right, Outlander? Being secluded in the waves of the Potomac Ocean means there isn't much of a local area to talk about. While the whole of the Isle of Gorne is lush and beautiful, there isn't really anything interesting here besides the town. We're pretty autarkic here in Gorne. Local farmers and fishermen supply most of our food, and there isn't much else that we require that can't be produced locally. All of the island's noble families have sizable fortunes that they've built up over centuries, and everyone else makes a living providing services to them. Imperials worship powerful spirits. But are they the right spirits? They are powerful, but are they good? We used to worship the Daedra, but now we worship the true gods, the Tribunal, and the Daedra serve the true gods in fear and humility. Oh, he's just a joker. If you think he's got a tough hide, it's a big lie. He's soft as a baby gore. The Emerald Haven Inn offers both good food and drink, along with a respectable place to spend the night. Our town's general trader also has an adequately stocked inventory. Just don't expect the range of wares you'd find in a larger town. If, by the off chance, an outlander like yourself is looking for spiritual services, our tribunal chapel should be more than sufficient. Counselor Alvith Sandil is Lord of Gorne, though he spends most of his time in Almalexia. His father, Ranalith Sandil, can be found at Sandil Manor. I don't think he entertains guests, however. Our priest, Vono Sarando, can be found in the temple by Sandil Manor. He's a nice enough priest, just lazy as Gorne's waves. Having trouble finding your way around our small town, Outlander? I suppose such a lack of direction can be expected from your kind. Anyway, the main points of interest are the Emerald Haven in the northwest part of town and Lord Sandil's Manor in the east. It can be found up on the hill right next door to the Tribunal Chapel.
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. How can I help you?
This is suitable.
You are generous, and your judgment is good.
Fresh off the boat, eh? It's nice seeing a new face for a change. Do you need a little advice? Everyone can always use some extra coin. What? You are generous, and your judgment is good. Sharing is good. I like sharing. You may call me Fanara. It's good to meet another Outlander here in Gorne. The only other one here is a Bosma woman called Barial, and she really isn't the type of company I'd prefer. I wish I could leave this boring island, but I have yet to finish my duties here. I am a member of House Indoral, you see, a hireling to be specific. Were it strictly up to my talents and work ethic, I would have been promoted to at least an Oathman by now. Being an Outlander has made it more difficult for me. It's pleasant but dull. I just don't want to be stuck here. I don't exactly keep my finger on the island's pulse. People around here aren't warm to Outlanders. Try to find out anything important and they'll stonewall you. That's why I'm stuck here. You know that florist, Barial. She's only here because she's connected to Madeline Rendays. Everyone else in town hates her guts. There aren't many people of importance here. Even the Lord of Gorne prefers staying in Almalexia. Her family is deeply rooted in Gorne's trade. With Councillor Alvith Sandil's absence, I think she practically runs the island. It also seems that people around here are convinced they owe her a favor. I heard about the disappearance, but I didn't know him personally. I'm sure Ravos Sorvalit is handling it, although his abilities are very limited. He's just an old sourpuss. He doesn't have any real power here, but has fun pretending. He's a retired Indoril councillor. I can't really afford to bother him. I already count too many enemies among the nobility.
We rent beds. I have some goods for barter. What do you want? Everyone can always use some extra coin. What do you need? You are generous, and your judgment is good. I am Draylen Belvane, publican of the Emerald Haven Inn. We're usually a pretty quiet establishment. Along with the fishermen and other commoners, we often get Indoril officials staying in the penthouse upstairs. He's a regular here, but recently he's had surprisingly deep pockets. Used to, he'd visit once in a while for a snifter of mast. Lately it's been Flynn all the way. News from the rest of Morrowind keeps getting worse. Outlander settlers are grabbing more and more land, and conflicts between the great houses grow fiercer by the day. It's times like this that make me glad Gorne is so cut off from outside events. Burial, our humble florist, is a real charmer. She's one of the unexpected gifts Madeline Rende shipped in from the mainland. She's a delightful Mur. Gorne wouldn't be the same without her. Ranulith Sandil was once a House Indoril councillor. He gave up his council seat decades ago, deciding to retire to his family's ancestral home here on Gorne. He is a wise, virtuous, and kind man. He's a steward of the Sandil family who also acts as the de facto head of the town guard. He's a busy man, so only bring important matters to his attention. He's a priest of Alm Sivi and good friend of the Sandil family. You'll find the temple next to Sandil Manor. He's a very calm person and will show patience even with the unenlightened. I don't mean to sound haughty, but my inn is really the only place in town offering services, besides Methelus Eve's small shop, of course. If you need food, drink, or a bed, the Emerald Haven Inn has you covered. The Emerald Haven Inn has you covered.
Oh, it's you. Can I help you?
Do you want something? Greetings, Outlander. I hope the Emerald Haven suits you better than my old friend, Delamus Andry. You are generous, and your judgment is good. I'm a veteran hunter, and my family has hunted wild game on the island for generations. Unfortunately, Gorne's fauna isn't as bountiful as it used to be, so I have been forced to break tradition. We were fast friends until I took up fishing. Delamus is proud of his trade, as he should be. It's too bad he considers it his sole domain. You don't have the right to say that, Delamus. You have no legacy. Your family never owned Gorne's waters. The only thing that made you think that was a dead man's staff. It was crafted by Galsdrorim, first and greatest fisherman of Gorne. Delamus is embarrassed to admit it, but his family are newcomers. The only thing connecting them to Gorne's sea was that staff. I was a hunter, Delamus, but that was when Gorne had quarry to hunt. My home is more important than my trade. You, of all people, should respect that. It's long gone. Delamus's brother vanished in a storm a decade ago, fishing near Gorne's eastern coast. He always carried the staff with him. I am sad to forsake my trade, but I cannot abandon my ancestral home. He visited here every now and then, but he kept to himself, even after a few drinks. The Emerald Haven used to be called the Three-Legged Gar, but Dralen Delven changed the name in favor of something more refined. As I said, it was tragically lost. Without it, Delamus has no claim on Gorne's fish. You've no business being here, Outlander. Everyone can always use some extra coin. What do you need? Sharing is good. I like sharing. Delamus Andry, my family's been fishing Gorne's waters since the dawn of the Third Era, and I'll take no slight on that reputation. I cast the same line as my ancestors. Fishing is my sacred duty, and you shouldn't take that lightly. Stay out of this, interloper. You shouldn't be so curious, Outlander.
Where's that
You'll
slave?
never find Galsdrorim's
Not long
staff.
ago.
Even if you did, I'd wrest it from your filthy little hands.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
And just what makes you think I want to talk to the likes of you?
Well, if you insist, I must not refuse.
This is suitable. You are generous, and your judgment is good. My background is no affair of yours, Outlander. Perhaps if you were more cunning, you'd have seen by my armor that I am from the lands of Great House Dress. Then you might have known that I'd have absolutely no desire to speak to an outlander. A nice enough island. There are barely any outlanders here to pester me, at least until very recently. I wish I could have stayed with my people in the south, but I couldn't stand the presence of so many beast folk. Even when they are put to proper use as slaves, they remain unpleasant creatures.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
If you would be wise, model your lives on the lives of the saints. If you would learn valor, follow Saint Nerevar the Captain, patron of warriors and statesmen.
Go ahead.
Lord Nerevar helped to unite the barbarian Dunmer tribes into a great nation, culminating in his martyrdom when leading the Dunmer to victory against the evil Dwemer and the traitorous House Dagoth in the Battle of Red Mountain. If you would learn daring, follow St. Veloth the Pilgrim, patron of outcasts and spiritual seekers. St. Veloth, prophet and mystic, led the Dunmer out of the decadent home country of the Somerset Isles and into the promised land of Morrowind. St. Veloth also taught the difference between the good and bad Daedra, and won the aid of the good Daedra for his people while teaching how to carefully negotiate with the bad Daedra. If you would learn generosity, follow St. Rilms the Barefooted, patron of pilgrims and beggars. St. Rilms gave away her shoes, then dressed and appeared as a beggar to better acquaint herself with the poor. If you would learn self-respect and respect for others, follow St. Aralor the Penitent, patron of tanners and miners. This foul criminal repented his sins and travelled a circuit of the great pilgrimages on his knees. If you would learn mercy and its fruits, follow St. Serin the Merciful, patron of brewers, bakers, distillers. This pure virgin of modest aspect could heal all diseases at the price of taking the disease upon herself. Tough-minded and fearless, she took on the burdens of others and bore those burdens to an honoured old age. If you would learn fierce justice, follow St. Felms the Bold, patron of butchers and fishmongers. This brave warlord slew the Nord invaders and drove them from our lands. He could neither read nor write, receiving inspiration directly from the lips of Almsivi. If you would learn pride of race and tribe, follow St. Roris the Martyr, patron of furnishers and caravanners. Captured by Argonians just before the Arnesian War, Roris proudly refused to renounce the tribunal faith and withstood the cruel tortures of Argonian sorcerers. Vengeance and justice for the martyred St. Roris was the rallying cry of the Arnesian War. If you would learn the rule of law and justice, follow St. Olms the Just, patron of chandlers and clerks. Founder of the Ordinators, St. Olms conceived and articulated the fundamental principles of testing, ordeal, and repentance. If you would learn benevolence, follow St. Delin the Wise, patron of potters and glassmakers. St. Delin was head of House Indoril, a skilled lawyer and author of many learned treatises on tribunal law and custom. If you would learn the love of peace, follow St. Maris the Peacemaker, patron of farmers and labourers. As a little girl, St. Maris showed healing gifts and trained as a healer. She ended a long and bloody house war, intervening on the battlefield in her white robe to heal warriors and spellcrafters without regard to faction. The troops of all houses adopted white robes as her standard and refused to shed the blood of their brethren. If you would learn reverence, follow Saint Lothis the Pious, patron of tailors and dyers. contemporary and companion of the tribunal, and the best-loved Alma ruler of the tribunal temple, he formulated the central rituals and principles of the new temple faith. St. Lothis is the symbolic mortal bridge between the gods and the faithful and the archetypal priest.
I think his one leg was long.
I'm listening. We don't receive many visitors to our island, Outlander. What brings you to Gorne? Yes, that may be some help. I am Burial, expert floriculturist. I used to live in Akamora, but Madeline Rendes recognized my talent and invited me to Gorne. My trade is my only obsession, and I'm sure you'll agree Gorne is better off for it. All over the island you'll find examples of my handiwork. Actually, you're getting a good whiff right now, isn't it nice? Everyone's been uneasy since the island lookout disappeared. Beauty is a function of color and light. If you have neither, you're doomed. That farmer, Idav Theron, is as ignorant as they come. He's like a plant that took root an era ago, but still hasn't flowered. She's my patron, providing me residence in exchange for my floral expertise. She has remarkably good taste. As a florist, I keep Gorne sweet-smelling and pretty. My special touch is endemic to the town, but you'll find my most stunning work in the temple near Sandal Manor. I also sell essential ingredients to those with a mind for alchemy. For the rare moments he was in town, he'd keep to himself at the guard tower or buy a few drinks at the Emerald Haven. We don't have a large variety of services, so every now and then we get traveling merchants, loud and gaudy, looking to make easy gold. The most recent sold rotten potions. You should talk to Idav Theron. He nearly died. I have a feeling you and I are about to become very close.
Is there something I can do for you?
I'm in no mood.
Whatever you want.
Why have you come to Gorne? Outlanders are not our town's usual visitors. You are generous, and your judgment is good. While I am an enchanter, I don't offer services to every person who randomly walks into my house. If you need something, there's a florist right downstairs you can go bother. Maybe you can take her seriously, a task I have completely failed at. You shouldn't have to worry much about encountering anything dangerous here on Gorne. The island is seemingly devoid of wildlife. The Sandals have been the leading family of Gorne since the First Era and the War of the First Council.
There is someone
May I
watching
help you?
I can tell.
Walk with virtue, Outlander. Keep moving, scum. Yes, Outlander. How do you do? May I? Yes, Outlander. How do you? Walk with virtue, Outlander. Keep moving, scum.
I'm not busy now. What do you need?
What's your story? You're just delaying the inevitable. You are generous, and your judgment is good. Hey, care to talk? You're a welcome break from the locals.
We don't receive many visitors to our island, Outlander. What brings you to Gorne? We don't have a large variety of services.
I'm so
Keep
hungry.
moving,
Yes,
scum.
I could eat a rat.
What do you want?
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need? What are you doing here, Outlander? Who invited you in? Yes, that may be some help. I'm Madeline Rendays. My family's controlled trade on the island for generations, and I've made significant expansions. But that's nothing that would interest you, Outlander. Yes, that's me. What do you want? I'm very busy, if you must know. I'm very happy to make your acquaintance. How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
I'm not busy now.
Hello, welcome. I'm Balamus Rendays. You are generous, and your judgment is good. I'm a merchant. Well, more like a retired merchant, really. I let my daughter, Madeline Rendays, take over the family business some time ago. Of course, she still needs help from time to time. Oh, well, I assume you've met my daughter then. I apologize for her behavior. She's a bit what you'd call rough around the edges. She means well, but she isn't really sure how to talk to people. I'm not sure how she'll do as a merchant, but it means a lot to her. Sometimes trade ships pass through here on their way to Necrom and Port Telvanus. We resupply them and take excess cargo off their hands.
I am never too busy for a good talk.
Is there something I can... We don't receive many visitors to our island, Outlander. What brings you to Gorne? This is suitable. Yes, that may be some help. I'm just a general trader. I don't make much money running this little shop, but I'm not very interested in making a fortune anyway. We've traded quite a bit. Recently, he's come by with pearls aplenty. I assume from diving. Nobody in Gorne dives anymore, so pearls are a rare treat. They resold overnight. I don't see why that kind even comes here. I sell everything a person could reasonably need. Well, besides my modest shop, you can head over to the Emerald Haven Inn. That inn has some services as well.
Where's that slave? Here not long ago.
Don't try me, Outlander. I'm in no mood.
3 blessings to you, Breton. How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
Don't try me, Outlander. I'm in no mood. Don't try me, Outlander. I'm in no mood.
Keep moving, scum.
We are blessed, truly blessed. This is an honor. Welcome, friend. What can I sell you today? How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander. I'm very happy to...
Please. Welcome to the Emerald Haven Inn, Outlander. Yes, we have one available. Splendid. My inn only has one room, so it should be simple enough for you to find.
Yes?
What are you looking at? Well, if you insist, I must not refuse. You are generous, and your judgment is good.
Please join me.
What are you looking at?
Die, Fetcher!
Oh, it's you. Can I help you?
Sharing is good. I like sharing. He was off duty when Leflalo and Telvanni are becoming bolder in their clandestine...
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
Any way I can be of assistance, just tell me what you...
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? This is suitable.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want? You are generous, and your judgment is... You insult me. Yes, that may be some help. A, you want to hear my background? It isn't really much of a yarn, but I do happen to be the captain of this fine vessel. My crew and I mainly use it for fishing, but we also take on the occasional passenger. Can't say we offer the most comfortable way to travel, but sometimes folks need to make do with what's available to them. I can transport you to Enamor Dane on the mainland with my ship, the Ghostly Lady. It's the finest town I've ever docked a ship at. There's plenty of fish to catch in the nearby waters, and plenty of people on shore to buy them. A shipmaster has to be careful, though. The rocks around the island can be quite treacherous. As an outlander, you will likely want to see the inn first, the Emerald Haven. It is the second building on the left if you exit the jetty and go straight on. The first is our florist, and there is a general merchant further down the road. Gorne isn't quite a large place, as you see. Most of our visitors are associated with the temple or house Indoril in some way. Seator is a small hamlet north of here on the mainland's east coast. Here, I'll mark it on your map. So he took up pearl diding. That doesn't bode well. The sea around Gorne is rich with collops and attracts divers, but sadly, in my time sailing, I've found floating corpses with pearls in their pockets. It's truly a shame. Pearls are pretty, but nothing to die for. I took her back to the mainland. Why do you ask? I'll need more information than that to rattle off about my passengers.
A warm welcome to you.
Why have you come to Gorne? Outlanders are not our town's usual visitors. It's just an old fishy stick. That dumb hawker sold me a diseased potion. It was supposed to be invigorating, but it was just spoiled gruel with lumps of crab in a sealed bottle. It gave me swamp rot. If I could get my hands on that swit, I'd force her putrid soup down her throat and see how she likes, forgetting how to breathe. Relis took her back to the mainland, I think. Who knows where she is now? Right after drinking that foul stuff, I forgot where I was or what to do with my hands. What followed was a long and painful nightmare. Spasm isn't the word for it. I trembled to the point of bursting, mind chaotic with rapid impulses and muscles piercing my skin to escape my body. After a fitful rest in the temple, I remembered that grass is green and that I could step on it without turning into mud. Best feeling I've ever had. Why have you come to Gorne? Outlanders are not our town's usual visit. I took her back to the main. I'll need more information than that to rattle off about my passengers. We don't receive many visitors to our island, Outlander. What brings you to Gorne? This is suitable. Sharing is good. I like sharing. According to Ravos Sorvalith, I was the last person to see him. North of town, just before the second bridge, there's a small hill. He was standing atop it, gazing westward. You can get a commanding view from that hill. On a clear day, you can see the rugged coastline of the mainland.
ahead. I'm listening.
Is there something you need?
May I help you, Outlander?
Outlanders have earned every bit of their bad reputation. I can already tell you're justifying it. Why have you come to Gorne? Outlanders are not our town's usual visitors. Everyone can always use some extra coin. What do you need? Yes, that may be some help. You may address me as Ravos Sorvalith, steward of Sandil Manor. I've also become known as the unofficial captain of the town guard. Gorne is a peaceful island, though, so I only have to deal with the occasional foreign vagrant. The staff was crafted from a drew carcass by Gals Drorim, first fisherman of Gorne. Because of his accomplishments, his progeny were given sole right to Gorne's fish. His line has unfortunately diminished, but the staff remains a status bearer. Commoners often aggrandize their heritage, simply because they have so little else. Great men are made by great bones, so Delamus doesn't have the support for grand claims. I've heard that an outlander is snooping around town, asking pointless questions. We get that type every now and then, garish beyond belief, but not as unwelcome as outlanders who ask too many questions. It is an honor to serve someone of such a lineage as his. He's lived a great life of service toward both house and temple, and while he's officially retired from House Indoril politics, he maintains influence as an advisor for his son, and is still greatly respected among the older Indoril nobility. In the flesh, if you have concerns, I am not the person to share them with. My esteemed friend and employer, Ranalith Sandil, is the most notable person you'll find on this island. I see. So he drowned. A senseless death. I will inform Gorne of his passing. Was there anything of interest on his body? Thanks, I'll take that. I think it's for the guard tower.
Talk is cheap.
Leave me. Nerevarine lies in superstition. Why do you defy Very well. I'll see what can be done. I don't think so. That's not going to do it. This is suitable. Yes, that may be some help. I once had the honor of serving on the Council of House Indoril, though I retired years ago to make way for my son. After 300 years of life, I am not as vigorous as I used to be, though I try to keep up with my duties as the patriarch of my family. As a counselor, I often had to be away from my beloved home here, which is one of the reasons why I decided to retire. My family has had a prominent role in nearly every chapter of Morrowind's history, from the heroic deeds of my distant forefathers to those of my own honorable parents. I have tried to live my life up to the standards of my lineage. Now, however, It is up to my son to carry our traditions into future generations. We've been good friends for years and years. He is a loyal servant of Amsivi and a very relaxed and peaceful mayor.
Keep moving, scum.
Is there something I can do for you?
Welcome to our humble chapel, Outlander. If you have come for services, I am afraid we have few to offer. Well, if you insist, I must not refuse. This is suitable. I help Vono Sarando guide the people of Gorne with the teachings of Almsivi. You'll find him unusually equable, even with your kind.
Welcome to our humble chapel, Outlander. If you have come for services, I am afraid we have few to offer.
Well, if you insist, I must not refuse.
You are generous, and your judgment is...
Yes, that may be some help.
You may call me Vono Sarando. While I am the ranking temple priest here in Gorne, I like to consider myself but a humble servant of Amsivi. He was a good man, dedicated to his work. Such a senseless accident. The news of the island lookout's death is truly despairing. You could say he and I are old friends, though he's quite a bit older than I am. I was still a young lad when he first became a counselor. We do not have much to offer, Outlander. This small chapel acts mostly as a place where the faithful of Gorne may gather to worship. I suggest you visit the Emerald Haven Inn if you require more mundane services. However, I can at least offer to sell you some basic potions and spells. Alamus and Madeline Rendes are very generous temple devouts.
Leave me.
Three blessings to you, Brayton. This one honors us, please.
I'm sure there's someone else you can bother.
This one honors us, please.
What is it now? Will this take long?
May you find me where... May you find me worthy of your attention.
Whatever you want. Within reason.
Oh,
it's you.
What are you doing here? What can I do for you? This is suitable. I don't believe I've seen an Outlander with such a grand outfit in some time. This is suitable. Sorry, Outlander, but as the head servant here at Sandil Manor, I am much too busy to chat about my background with you. Perhaps I would have the time if my assistant, Galsa Iravan, hadn't run off. Now I'm stuck doing all her work while I train that dim-witted slave over there as her replacement.
Keep moving, scum.
I can spare a few moments, if you care to talk. What do you want, Outlander? Is there something I can do for you, Outlander? I can spare a few moments, if you care to talk.
Don't try me, Outlander. I'm in no mood. I see this land suits you.
We welcome you freely, Outlander.
Don't try me, Outlander. I'm in no mood.
I see this land suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander. This one honors us. Please, speak. Keep moving, scum.
You're the one they call the Nerevari. You are a heretic, and all who support you are heretics. You may think Imperial law protects heretics, and you may be right, but some of the Temple faithful care little for Imperial law.
Greetings, Outlander. Do you seek my services?
Outlanders deserve every bit of contempt they get. You're proof of this. There's someone watching me. I can tell.